This is the second time I'm recording this because the first time was awful, and this is gonna be pretty bad too. But it was like 10 minutes of me just yapping. I don't know what happened. Anyways, um, basically, oop, I just leaked something. Anyways, I'm gonna start recording hopefully weekly. I'm gonna try to do weekly. No promises to myself or anyone, but recording my progress in the CS50 Python course. And I've been doing it for about 3 days now. So far, I'm still ass. I have no prior knowledge in anything related to this field of stuff, coding, programming, anything. Um, I figured I should start somewhere. I've seen people online say Python is a great beginner language, so that's where I'm starting. Uh, I started, like I said, it's like day three, going on four. Day one, I watched the first lecture, took notes, coded along with David, you know, my dude. And day two, I watched the second lecture, took notes, coded along. I didn't even know there was a website. I thought CS50 was, I thought it was strictly just the YouTube videos. I was watching it through like the 15-hour long YouTube video. Um, and yeah, day three is when today was when I found I was like, oh wait, there's a whole website, there's a whole GitHub, all this that makes it easier, and there's actually problem sets and all that. So I didn't do any of that the first 2 days, no problem sets or anything. I did code along and take notes though. So now I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do some problem sets. So I did. I did indoor voice, which this is that. Um, and I'm sure it could be a lot better, but yeah, this is it. And I got a new keyboard, so well, no, I didn't. Wait, what am I saying? I just lied. I just lied for no reason. I didn't get a new keyboard, but I've been doing this the past 3 days on my laptop, and now I just transferred everything over to my desktop, and I have a 60% keyboard, so I got to get used to it. Anyways, that's besides the point. But what the fuck was that? There we go. So let's see if it works. Lowercase. Yeah, I'm sure this could be better. Um, Let me know. I didn't look it up. I didn't cheat. This is just, you know, this is all me. Not like, oh, this is all me. I'm not like bragging or nothing. This is awful. This is super simple, but it did take me like 10 minutes. Anyway, anyways, playback speed. Where's that at? Am I recording? I am. That would have sucked. Okay, where was I? Playback speed. This is that. Um, I think I did kind of cheat on this one. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just blanked on how to input anything, like any text, any characters in between words when you type them or when you input them. You know. Um, so yeah, I had like blanked on that, and I looked up. I did a quick little, Google search, or not Google search, but I like Reddit, and I saw some people talking about it on there, and this is what I came up with help from random people online. So not 100, I didn't 100% do this myself, but yeah. So I'm struggling on the easy shit. So this goes to show you that's how bad I am so far. And then making faces. Where's that? Faces. None of this was me. I'm gonna just say that straight up. I spent probably like 20, 30 minutes trying to do this myself, trying to figure it out. And I drew a blank. I didn't know what I was doing. I was so lost. And it was even worse when I looked up, tried to look up the answer to it so I could kind of understand it. And people were like, "Oh, this was the easiest one." I was like, "Holy, I need to rewatch that first lecture maybe 10 more times." But yeah, I was so lost on what to do. And then when I finally found this online, I was like, "How did you even?" So, okay, it's starting to make more sense once I got it all down, but I still don't really get it, to be honest. So yeah, day three, and I'm pretty much coming to the conclusion I'm gonna start over already. But yeah, I am probably gonna tomorrow. Uh, now that I know that there's problem sets and there's a whole structure to the course, it's not just some loosely put together YouTube course. Now that I know that, now I know there's actually a method to it. I'm gonna, tomorrow, uh, do it a little more seriously, and maybe rewatch the first lecture, do the problem sets again from scratch, and yeah, because that's supposed to be like technically. I know it says week 0 here. Technically, this is going to be the first week I'm doing this. I don't know why it starts at week 0. Maybe because it's just the introductory information, but this is going to be my week 1. I don't care what it says. This is going to be my week 1. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole spiel. It's the whole deal. Um, yeah, like I said, hopefully weekly, no promises. Maybe bi-monthly, who knows? Maybe yearly updates. Maybe I'll come back to you 2 years from now with a job at like Palantir. I'm joking. um, yeah, that's that. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm excited. It's been, even though it's only been 3 days, it's a lot of fun. Learning something new in general, but specifically this, it's fun. When I did the first Hello World, I was over the moon. I think the happiest I was when I figured out, what was it? Playback? No, that's the one I kind of semi cheated on. Where is it? Indoor. Yeah, the indoor voice one. So I did this 100% myself. I was so happy when it worked after like 10 minutes. So yeah, it was a good film. I think this is gonna be fun, and I'm not gonna put any time constraints on myself. I know it's what, 9 weeks. You know, if it takes me 9 weeks, it takes me 9 weeks. If it takes me 9 months, it takes me 9 months. So yeah, thanks for listening to the Yak Sesh, all 0 people, and I'll maybe be back one day.